What does brewing culture mean to you?
Brewing culture means to me all the different activities we have in the school, whether it's the theater, arts, academics, or the sports, and how we all do those all together.
What does brewing culture mean to you?
Brewing culture is, an example is baseball. We work together as a family, as a team. We communicate real well. We get real close. It's all just teamwork and family.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another Wellness Wednesday and the last Wellness Wednesday of this month of January. So we've been talking about brewing culture lately, and that is how important it is in our school and all around other school districts as well. I'm Grace.
I'm Adelie.
I'm Audrey.
And I'm Morgan.
And so we just showed you guys some videos, and we're gonna have to reflect on all of those. So how did you guys feel about how other people felt about brewing culture?
I felt really good about it, especially like when they talked about the activities that we have. I just feel like Northrop's one of those schools that really includes all the students inside all of their activities.
Yeah, I feel the same. I feel like a lot of people had a lot of really good things to say. And I mean, the things that they said kind of gave us some more ideas of what we could do to help improve the culture.
Going off of what they said, I thought it was nice to see students just how they see Northrop positively and seeing what they like about our school compared to other students and seeing that there's programs to fit everyone there.
I totally agree. And so we got to hear what those students said and what brewing culture means to them and what brewing culture is. What does brewing culture mean to all of you guys?
Brewing culture, as like Lily said in one of the videos, is really all the activities that we do, the traditions that we have, all the long living teachers that we have that are there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a big part of brewing culture is like the den or like our student section. I feel like the den really just kind of makes a big community, and it gives people like a sense of belonging and somewhere they can go every Friday night and they can just hang out with all their friends and just be themselves.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like it's like their safe zone over it's a new way to make new friends with everyone. So it's very, very important to do that.
To me, brewing culture is a lot about sports. Coming into Northrop, sports was like the first thing I was involved in, and I've just grown so much into the brewing culture from sports.
I completely agree with you on that.
Me too.
And also all the other things like show choir and band and all the clubs that we have, dance.
Yeah, our dance team's pretty amazing.
Pretty awesome.
But so looking at our culture now, what are some things that we could do in the future to make it not better, but what you want to see in the future, and or what traditions do you want to continue with?
I definitely would be able to spread positivity all around our student body, especially putting up more posters about being respectful, being kind to others, because I feel like sometimes we do need a reminder on that.
Yeah. And I've heard from a lot of people that they would love to see school dances coming back, not just prom. They want to have homecoming, semi, and all that stuff. I think that would make a really big positive impact in all of our culture.
Yeah. Well, I know my parents always like to talk about how after every single football game, they would have a school dance. And I feel like we shouldn't have that many dances, but it's one thing they really remember about high school is having all those dances and getting to spend time with their family.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. And some traditions that I would like to see continue, definitely the talent show. Perfect way to end the stressful finals week and just getting to laugh and see everyone's talents. It shows Northrop's culture because you get to see what everyone's capable of and they get to express themselves.
Yeah. Or also the student and staff basketball game, or the rock that a lot of team sports will paint, or just to show their their
support.
Yeah, their support. Their appreciation for their other teammates, or going to state or something like that.
Well, and I feel like a new tradition that we're trying to start is the back to school party we did this year, and I feel like a lot of people had a lot of fun, and it was a good way to kind of say goodbye to the seniors from last year and getting to start the new
welcome new freshmen. And I think it's a really important thing that we continue doing that, because it gives people to see the faces they're gonna see every day for the next 4 years.
Yeah, I feel like it was kind of our own housewarming party for the freshmen. to have. And I feel like it was great for them to come in and see our school, see all the different like types of people that are around our school and all the different grades, just not their grade too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it was great that a bunch of different people from sports came in. So we had the cheerleaders, we had all of our peer mentors in there. We had a lot of people from baseball and basketball come in, and football. So that was it was amazing. So I really hope to see that tradition does continue.
And the trunk or treat.
Yeah, and our trunk or treat. That is so much fun. I forgot.
With all of this like different like athletic teams getting to go and like getting to see all the little kids and like seeing them all so happy. It's just a good way for all of us to come together.
Yeah, especially like not even just our student body, our staff bringing it in too.
Or another one would be like the cheerleading camps that we do during the summer and the winter. Seeing those little girls' faces light up is amazing. So do we have any final notes that you guys want to like comment on or say anything about Brewing Culture before we end this up?
I would say I just want everybody to keep being them and just keep spreading that Bruin positivity around the school.
Yeah, and just remember, guys, if you need any help, text 494949 with our friends at Remedy Live. If you guys need anything, we are the peer mentors, and we are in the Bruin Room. We hope you guys have a great rest of your day and week.
Bye. What does Brewing Culture mean to you?
It means part of the Brewing family. It means a lot. It means like the teachers, students, and the staff here are in this together. It's Brewing Culture is everywhere here in the Brewing Nation. It's right in the sports, band, everywhere. It's everywhere. Even in classrooms. Teachers wants to teach us the culture here at Northrop.
What does Brewing Culture mean to you?
When our students and staff get together and work together to make Northrop a better place.
What does Brewing Culture mean to you?
It's participation, sports, athletics, band, show choir, whatever it is that you're in.
Thanks, guys, for that wonderful conversation. Now we're going to kind of pick up where you guys left off and keep talking about the culture we have here at Northrop. So what do you guys think is something else here that really builds up on our culture here at Northrop?
So as we've been talking about culture these past few weeks, like we've all heard how Northrop like doesn't really have a culture. We don't believe like there's not everything represents our culture. So we've really been working with our video, like the peer mentors and with our Wellness Wednesday videos on building back up that culture because we've had the 4 different principals in the last 4 years. And like our school renovation, our school was under construction for like at least 3 of my school years.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously the pandemic, that threw everything off because we weren't at school for like half of 1 year. And then last year some people were all at home, some people were like back and forth. So with like our Wellness Wednesday videos and the peer mentors, we're just really working on trying to build back up that culture and so that Northrop can be known for something like better, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point there when you mentioned the 4 different principals we've had because having 4 different principals each year and having a new administration, everybody runs everything differently. So everything's going to be different. So then not everything's going to be stable. You're not going to have, like, everything's just getting changed around, if that makes sense. And I think lately we have been building up, especially, like, the peer mentor, I think has helped, especially, like, underclassmen build up our culture, really, like, being positive and everything. But that is a really good point with the different administration because it really does affect the whole school and what it has on the school. So
I kind of like how you talked about all the changes we've been through here at Northrop, and I think that's partly why, you know, it's so important for us students to kind of be the main people that keep the culture going, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, the different change of principals, administration, staff, you know, when we get those changes, the rules change, you know, certain stuff changes. And I think a big part of setting a culture or trying to create a culture is student involvement. Of course, I understand that not everybody can always make it to the football games, the basketball games, but there's so many other things we can do, you know, like show your school spirit, wear, you know what I'm saying, and repost stuff on your Instagram stories about the games, try to get more people out there, you know, and because I just want to be a school that, you know, people are proud to go to. I want students to really feel like, you know, this is a place I want to be, I'm glad I go here, and I think that just getting each other more involved And like, you know, like the group before us talked about with the back to school thing, you know,
Right.
that really helped get, there was a lot of people there and that helped get every grade involved too. And so then that builds more of a connection between all grades too.
Right.
You know?
And
So-
I think, I know Jordan had said this back in a video about how people think Northrop is just like a really like crappy school and everything, but honestly, like it's really not a bad school. And like since my freshman year, I mean, I'm a junior now. Since my freshman year, it has dramatically like changed, like in a good way too. Like from my first year, yeah, there were a whole bunch of fights, but now like and even like our discipline like data like shows that like everything's gone down, everything's progressively starting to get better. And like Nick said, we want to have a school that people look at in a good way, have people go to games, do all this stuff. Even if you can't go to every game, at least like if you try to go to a few games, participate in spirit weeks, all that type of stuff. So yeah. I don't know, any other things? I think diversity is another really good topic going in with our culture, because we have our school, we have the biggest diverse students in our school, if that makes sense, out of FWCS. So
and one of the largest populations too.
Right.
So
and being so diverse, you know, everybody comes from different ethnical backgrounds and different, like I said, ethnical backgrounds, races, sexuality. I think that all really ties into creating our culture. I love how diverse our school is. I think that's one of the most prominent things about going to Northrop. You know what I mean? I'd much rather be here than at a school than that, you know, where everybody looks the same.
Everybody's just the same, they act the same, right?
And those, all the different diverse people in the school help to build a different culture and like helps to make it different, and so it's not the same. There's like different aspects that come in all together, and it really builds it up and makes it just different, which is good. Different is good. Being normal is boring.
And I think being diverse just like helps you learn so much more than you can learn from a book. You know, you're seeing so many different, you know, like I've been saying, races and religions and stuff. It really opens your eyes up to what the world really is and who's really out there. And so I think that's another thing that we need to take pride on and we need to appreciate here at Northrop, because you can't really get this type of cultural education, as I like to call it, anywhere else. You know what I mean? So
right. And it's really good too to like, I think Nick, you kind of said it, like look back on like what other people have, like not just you yourself, and like, oh, how does this person live their life? Because they might be like, I don't know, they have different ethnical backgrounds than me, and like, oh, that's cool, this is how they live their life behind not only just being in school, just at their like at home life. So yeah, I think that's really important. Is there anything else you guys really want to like touch up on about our Brewing culture here?
Just that with working on increasing our culture, we're also trying to help everyone's well-being. We're just trying to like strengthen the students and make sure that everyone's being heard, and that like we're also trying to really focus on like mental health too. We're having like a positive, good mental health within our Brewing culture, and that we're having like positive interactions at school, and like you were saying earlier, like decreasing those like referrals and fights, and just making the school environment better and helping people want to go to school and want to be in their classes, seeing their friends, interacting with others, connecting, and just making sure that
well-being is really important at school, especially because like I know like during finals week myself, like I'll get in my head and like stress out about things, and so like people get really stressed at school, just like work, projects, anything along. So it's like really important that we focus on well-being, and I think our school does a really good job focusing on that and helping people with that, especially our peer mentor program. So so if you guys ever need anything, you guys can always come to the Brewing Room and ask for one of us peer mentors, or just ask Cisco. And don't forget that we are doing a food drive, so bring in all the cans you possibly can. Ends February 3rd, and the top 2 classes during 4th period will be getting a prize.
The prize is undisclosed, but there will be a prize. We promise. So
have a good week, Bruins. See you guys next time.
See you, y'all.